Hello and welcome to the Mental Health Runner. I'm here in Berlin. Tomorrow is the marathon, and I thought rather than posting a flat lay picture, which I probably will do anyway, but I thought I'd actually talk you through my flat lay and just see what kit I take on a marathon. And if you haven't done a marathon, actually you need to really think about what you're taking a lot more than you would do for a half or for a 10k. So I'll start with the basic stuff that you're all going to be know about. So first off, proper running socks. If you are a runner and you're still running in normal socks, go now to Decathlon and buy yourself some running socks. They don't have to be expensive. These ones are souvenir ones from the New York Marathon, so I really like these, but most of my other ones are just cheapies from Decathlon. But if you haven't got running socks, go and get some. Next up, pair of underwear. Absolutely fantastic. They're really comfy. They wick sweat beautifully, completely seamless. There's no chafing. They've got a rubberized bottom on the legs so they don't ride up. Absolutely fantastic. The best way to stay cool, comfortable, and chafe free throughout the whole race. These are my race day shorts. I only ever wear them for runs of over half a marathon. The reason I wear them for longer races is that they've got built-in compression shorts, and there is a fair bit of science to say that on a longer run, compression shorts can help prevent lactic acid buildup, which causes cramps and pain, and also can help support the muscles in a little bit. So yeah, wear these. They've got a zippy pocket, which is really handy, plus a couple of normal pockets. So they're really useful shorts. Plus with the compression as well, I do feel that on a marathon they are a little bit more practical. And of course, I've got my Team Autism running top. I only ever wear this top for races. It's not what I'd normally wear a t-shirt. However, having a top with your name on the front of it is fantastic. Having a random stranger shout out your name and cheer you on, it really gives you a boost. So, my other bit of kit that I wear in every single run is my flip belt. This is one of the most useful things in my whole kit. It's absolutely fantastic. Fits around the waist. So, and because it sits there, it's neutral. You don't really feel any weight at all because it's on the center of your body. Mine's got a zip pocket at the front where I can put my phone. Plus it's got pouches all the way around. And mine also has an elasticated thing with a clip on the end. When I'm at home, I keep a door key and my parkrun tab on here. So whenever I get to the finish for my barcode scanning, it's always there. But when I'm away, I've got the key to where I'm staying on there. The carrying capacity of this is ridiculous, and everything I'm about to show you is all going to fit into here. And when I did New York, I did it without a bag drop, and I did it without a glamorous assistant, which I'm lucky enough to have for Berlin. And I fitted everything I needed for a whole day in this. I mean, I looked a little bit wide around the hips at the start of the day. But yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. If you do any sort of distance, get one of these. If you don't like wearing your phone on your arm because you get pinched, get one of these. Just if you carry anything with you when you're running, get a flip belt. It's the answer. So, what am I carrying with me and how does it differ from a normal run? First off, I'll be running in my sunglasses. These are made by Block. They've actually got interchangeable lenses, so these are polarized lenses. I've got some pink lenses, some clear lenses, and some reflective lenses. Depending on the weather conditions, they provide a different benefit. These ones also have prescription inserts as well, so I can see when I'm running, which the things that I thought I'd seen when I was running prior to getting these were fairly ridiculous. So yeah, it's nice to be able to see now. On the sunglasses, I've got an anti-fog coating. I'm a sweaty runner. Everyone sweats a little when they're running, but I most certainly do. And I've got this anti-fog treatment, which will make life a lot easier. Right, in terms of energy, I run with High Five energy gels. These ones are caffeinated, so I'll carry 3 of them, and these ones are the normal ones. However, I absolutely hate these sachets. They're waste you've got to carry, you open them up and you get sticky fingers. You're drinking from them, you have to finish the whole thing in one go. You just get sticky, you can cut your mouth on the edge. I really, really don't like them. So what I have is this fantastic little pouch made by Ron Hill. It was about £10. This particular one is 250 millilitres. It's completely soft, so when it's empty, it shrinks down to nothing. You can fit several pouches in there. You can get bigger ones, although 250 millilitres it's plenty. Yeah, you can fit 4 gels in there. So it's absolutely brilliant. It means I can take exactly as much gel as I want without getting sticky, without having to faff about carrying rubbish. Yeah, they're really, really good. With the gels quickly, there's a lot of different brands out there. You may or may not get on with the first one that you try. I used to use a different brand, and then as soon as I stepped the distance up above half marathon, suddenly they really didn't agree with me. I got really bad stomach cramps, and actually I felt a bit queasy for a week. These are very, very light. They're almost a watery consistency, whereas some of them are incredibly thick. Some will work for you, some won't. Golden rule for a marathon or race day, don't try anything new for race day. So always make sure that whatever gel you're trying, you've used on some practice runs. Also be aware they can cause stomach cramps. They can make you feel really quite queasy. So it's worth taking the time to find the right ones. These ones suit me down to the ground. I really like them. Now, when I did New York, I shouldn't really have run it. I actually had quite a bad kidney infection at the time and kidney stones, which meant that I was drinking an awful lot. So actually I got overhydrated, which is as bad as being dehydrated, which caused an issue with my salts. So whilst I'm all better now, it really messed me up. In the last 3 miles of that run, I was absolutely dead. In fact, I ended up in the medical tent. So I don't want to risk it again. So on a run, I carry a small pouch of salt. It may look like something else, but it is salt. And I also carry soy sauce, which is high sodium. So if I want to, I can just take out a fish and have a quick bit. So it gives me a bit of peace of mind that nothing's going to happen. Part of my normal kit, I've got various blister prevention things that I use. So Compeed pads, if you don't use Compeed pads proactively, then you are going to get blisters. If you know where your hot spots are, get using them. I also use KT tape. These are brilliant. Small little plasters you can just rip off and stick onto any hot spots on your body. So on your chest, ankle, anywhere else where you think you've got a hot spot. It's nice and cheap, much cheaper than the Compeed, and they do a great job. Whilst we're on the topic of friction, you need some sort of running lubricant. This is what I use. There's quite a few different types depending on the thickness and the consistency. They're all disgusting, let's face it, but depending on what suits you best, you will need one of them. When I'm running, I tend to lick my lips a lot, and the last thing I want to do is get the discomfort of chapped lips, as well as all the other discomforts on a marathon. So I always run with a tube of Carmex. Keeps my mouth much, much happier. And while we're on the topic of mouth, I run with these. I really don't know how much actual energy benefit they do, but in terms of mouthfeel, it's really nice. They make you salivate, they keep your mouth feeling a bit fresher. They do taste nice. They have got some dextrose in them, but just makes your mouth feel a bit nicer. And after 3 hours, you want to eliminate any potential source of discomfort that you can do, because you're not going to be feeling great. Another product that I use to avoid blisters are these things. They are little silicone tubes that you can just put on your toes. So if you've got a pair of toes that rub, I've got a couple of toes that I know rub, so I'll put one of these on, I'll cover it in lubricant so it rubs past the other toe absolutely fine. And I know a lot of runners complain about losing toenails and things like that. I've never lost a nail, I've never had a black nail, so I must be doing something right. Now, as you've probably gathered by now, running doesn't bring with it a great deal of dignity, and you end up doing things that you wouldn't normally do. And for that reason, I always carry wet wipes with me when I'm on a marathon, and, well, I've managed to lose them now. I always carry a pack of tissues as well. I would never use a Portaloo in real life. Sometimes on a marathon, you've got to. You will definitely be needing to go before, you may be needing to go during, and you don't want to feel horrible. So yeah, it's just a bit nicer. The final couple of bits that I carry with me are more technology. So I've got AirPods. I've also got a pair of bone conduction headphones as well, because a lot of races now are increasingly not allowing in-ear headphones. However, I much prefer the AirPods. So I've only, Berlin does allow AirPods. I've brought these just in case it's tipping it down, because these are waterproof, my AirPods aren't, and I don't want to come here and lose my AirPods. I've also got this little gadget. This is a Stryd. I'm going to do a full video about this. But I'll just give a little introduction now. Basically, it's a power meter. So it's really good for controlling my pace. So when you're running on the flat, you can keep your pace at a steady pace and you know you can keep it going. However, how do you know what steady pace is when you're going up a hill? Well, the answer, you don't. And you do need to slow down, but how much do you slow down by? Are you pushing too much up the hill, or are you taking it too easy and losing momentum? With this, it measures the power going through your legs. It's really, really clever. So my critical power that I need to be maintaining if I want to get a close to 3.5 hour marathon is 360 watts. So actually Berlin is really flat, but this will sync up with my Apple Watch. And if I'm going up a hill or down a hill, as long as I keep it at a steady 360 watts, give or take, then I know I'm at a pace that I can sustain and will get me to the finish in the target time. So you have to run with this for a while so it gets to learn your power and it gets to learn about you as a runner. But once you've got it, it's really, really handy. It's like having my own personal pacer with me. It's a great bit of kit, and I will do a full review. And the final bit of kit, which is specially for tomorrow, is my timing chip. This is actually, for Berlin unusually, you have to hire this, and then if you don't give it back, they charge you. So you just lace it in your laces. The London Marathon did something similar, except you got to keep it. This one I've got to make sure I give it back by 4:30 tomorrow, or I have bought it. And I have no need for this, so I will make sure I'm giving it back. But that's my kit for tomorrow. I've got everything ready. So all I need to do now is a bit more carbs, get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you at the start line. Thanks for watching. Bye.